Have you ever wondered if the spare change lying around your home could secretly hold the power to change your life? The 1983 Liberty 5-cent coin might just be one of those coins. At first glance, it may look like any ordinary nickel, but once you uncover its history, unique characteristics, and what collectors are paying for it today, you will realize this small coin could potentially turn the tables for you. Stick around until the end, because I will share what this coin is worth on eBay and auction houses, along with how you can sell it the right way. The Liberty 5-cent coin, more commonly called the Jefferson nickel, has been an important part of American coinage since 1938. Designed by Felix Schlag, it was introduced to replace the buffalo nickel and quickly became a symbol of American progress. By the time we reached 1983, the Jefferson nickel had already been in circulation for 45 years, making it one of the longest-running coin designs in United States history. On the obverse side, the coin displays a left-facing portrait of President Thomas Jefferson, author of the Declaration of Independence and third President of the United States. The reverse side showcases Monticello Jefferson's iconic Virginia estate. These two designs were chosen to symbolize not only Jefferson's political contributions but also his vision of America as a place of independence, progress, and innovation. What makes the 1983 issue so interesting is the timing. The early 1980s were a period of economic recovery in the United States, and coinage during this time reflected both tradition and practicality. While made of copper nickel clad, the 1983 Jefferson nickel maintained its classic design, yet it was struck with improved minting technology. The Philadelphia Mint produced nickels without mint marks until 1980, but by 1983 the P mint mark was already in use, giving collectors a way to distinguish coins struck in Philadelphia. Denver coins carried the D mint mark, and San Francisco struck proof versions with an S. Another fascinating part of the 1983 Jefferson nickel's story is its survival rate in high grades. Because nickels were heavily circulated during this period, finding well-preserved uncirculated examples can be difficult. Most circulated pieces are still worth face value, but high-grade examples certified by PCGS or NGC, particularly those with sharp strikes and clean surfaces, can fetch impressive premiums. Collectors also keep an eye out for error coins from this year. Double dies, off-center strikes, and planchet errors are rare but valuable finds. A simple coin with such an error could easily multiply its worth at auctions or online platforms. On eBay, the value of a 1983 Liberty 5-cent coin varies greatly. Common circulated examples usually sell for a small premium over face value, often between 10 cents and a few dollars. However, uncirculated examples in mint state conditions can sell anywhere from $10 to $50 depending on the grade. Proof versions from San Francisco, especially deep cameo pieces, are popular with collectors and can bring $15 to $100, but the real treasures are the error coins and top-graded MS-67 or higher specimens, which have sold for several $100s in auctions. Auction houses have reported even higher sales for exceptional examples. Some rare errors from 1983 nickels have reached values over $1,000 when serious collectors competed for them. This proves that even a coin most people overlook in their pocket change can be transformed into a serious collectible under the right circumstances. The legacy of the Jefferson nickel makes the 1983 issue more than just a small piece of currency. It represents continuity in American coinage, a tribute to one of the nation's most important founding fathers, and an opportunity for collectors to uncover hidden gems. As I said at the start, if you own this coin, it might turn the tables for you. Its value depends on grade, condition, and rarity, and while most examples are modestly priced, the right one could surprise you in ways you never expected. Here's what I want you to do. Comment the price you think your 1983 Liberty 5-cent coin is worth in the comment box below. I will personally tell you its accurate value based on current market trends and also guide you step by step on how you can sell it, whether on eBay, through coin dealers, or at professional auctions. The 1926 wheat penny is exceptionally hard to find in high grades, making it one of the key semi-keys of the entire Lincoln series. Not all 1926 pennies are worth more than a cent, but a perfectly preserved, high-grade example from the San Francisco Mint, especially with original red luster, is so rare that it can fetch hundreds of thousands to over $1 million at auction. The 1926 penny was minted in fewer numbers, and most entered circulation immediately. Harsh use and poor storage meant that almost none were saved in pristine condition. Fewer than 10 examples exist in MS65 red gem mint state. Only a handful are known in MS66 red, the highest grade ever assigned. Collectors pay astronomical prices for these coins, often battling in elite auctions for a chance to own one. Lincoln cents are copper, and copper oxidizes over time. Most common, oxidized copper color. Some original mint color remains. A 1926 penny in full red is incredibly rare. One MS66 red 1926 penny was privately sold for over $150,000, and numismatists believe the right beer would pay over $1 million. For a flawless example, collectors aiming for a complete set of Lincoln wheat cents must have the 1926. Thus, its scarcity in high grades places it among the top 10 key dates, the most difficult coins to complete in red mint state. Its historical placement between World War I and the Great Depression adds to its mystique, while the 1926 wheat penny is valuable in pristine condition. Even more excitement surrounds rares such as double die obverse, though extremely rare for this date. Die cracks and cuds, repunched mint marks RPM. Each of these can enhance the value, especially when authenticated by PCGS or NGC. Over the decades, the most pristine 1926 cents have made headlines. Private collectors have reportedly offered $750,000 or more for MS66 candidates. Experts believe if a perfect MS67 or D example were found and certified, it could break $1 million. Even more common grades like BF Very Fine or XF Extra Fine command $30 to $100, and circulated examples can range from $500 to $10,000, depending on the color and grade. With values this high, authentication is critical. Top-tier coins should be graded and encapsulated by PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC Numismatic Guarantee Company, verified for mint origin, strike quality, and color, protected from damage to preserve market value. Buyers and sellers alike depend on these certifications to ensure 1927 wheat penny so valuable. How can a coin worth 1 cent become a highly sought-after piece of American numismatic history? 1978, a small yet powerful piece of history that carries with it an incredible story of design, economy, and national identity. Though it may seem ordinary at first glance, this coin has layers of heritage that many collectors overlook, and its story is so engaging that it will make you see this coin in a completely different light. The 1978 5-cent coin belongs to a significant era when many nations were transitioning in their coinage systems, reflecting the challenges of inflation, modernization, and changing cultural values. Coins like the 5 centavo in the Philippines, or the 5 cents in countries like Australia, the United States, or Canada represented much more than their face value. They were the everyday currency of working families, the jingling change in pockets, and the symbol of economic resilience. In a decade of global change. By the late 1970s, the world economy was facing shifts caused by oil crises, rising production costs, and debates about the future of smaller denominations. Yet governments continued to produce coins like the 5-cent piece to maintain balance in the monetary system. In the Philippines, for example, the 5 centimo coin minted in 1978 was part of the second coin series introduced under the Central Bank of the Philippines, designed to create a modern identity for the nation as currency after independence and the earlier changes following World War II. This small bronze coin bore the profile of a Filipino hero on one side, a patriotic reminder that even in everyday transactions, people were carrying a piece of their nation's history in their hands. On the reverse side, the coin featured the official seal of the central bank, a powerful image of stability and trust at a time when economic challenges were mounting. Meanwhile, in countries like Australia, the 1978 5-cent coin featured the iconic echidna design, which had become a beloved image of national pride since the introduction of decimal currency in 1966. The coin was made of copper nickel and, though small, Its durability ensured it would circulate for decades. Collectors today often appreciate these coins for their craftsmanship and the fact that they remind us of a simpler time in everyday trade. The American nickel, also valued at 5 cents in 1978, was another fascinating case. The Jefferson nickel design had already been circulating for decades and was widely recognized, featuring Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and Monticello on the reverse. By 1978, billions had been produced, but sharp-eyed collectors look for unique minting errors, doubled dies, or unusually well-preserved specimens that can fetch much higher values today. In terms of circulation, the 5-cent coin was incredibly important in 1978, whether it was used to buy candy at a corner store, pay for small bus fares, or contribute to larger sums in markets. The coins